Hello friends, and welcome to another FriYay Pick card. I hope you've had a good week. I hope each one of you have reached Friday in a better frame of mind than what you were in on Monday. It's been a difficult week, especially for everybody around the world with the whole coronavirus that's doing its rounds. For us here in South Africa, coronavirus is now coming into us, and we're getting more and more people every day being infected with the virus, but we're also having to deal with load shedding. And it's not just your standard average load shedding. We're dealing with a high stage, so we're impacted quite severely. And even making this video has been quite the challenge, because every time I wanted to make the video, I had to plan it around electricity supply. But anyway, we've now arrived at Friday, and I hope it's been a good week. Before we get into this week's picker card, I've been guided. I have the strong feeling, the strong urge to do something a little bit differently. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some cards for the collective around coronavirus. So I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who are, a lot of people doing videos, a lot of psychics, tarot readers, whatever, doing readings and videos and whatever on coronavirus. And I'm not trying to follow suit with them, but what I want to do is I want to give upliftment. You know me, I'm all about making people feel better. I'm all about finding the silver lining in everything, and just finding a reason to be happy and a reason to be content. So I'm using my Light Seers Tarot because what I really love about this particular deck is it brings such a balance of good and evil, of right and wrong, of light and dark. So you know, it's not just a feel-good deck. It's a deck that's got truth, a deck that's got honesty without being arrogant. And that's what I love about it. So I'm going to use the Light Seers today. And of course, it's my favorite deck. I know I say that about every single one of those up there. I say that they're all my favorite deck, but this one I've used the word a couple of times. I said it's my soul deck. So we're going to use my soul deck today. So really, while I'm shuffling now, I'm just asking for some kind of guidance, hope, and inspiration around coronavirus. What is it that we need to be aware of? Why is it here? What is it here to teach us? What is it here to do? What is its purpose? What do we need to know around coronavirus? Okay. And I do hope that every single one of you watching this are safe. I do hope that every single one of you watching this are not impacted in any negative way by the coronavirus. Okay, so shuffled. I'm just going to take that one card. The Lover's card. So this is quite interesting. So the Lovers, my interpretation of the Lovers is two energies, two beings, two people, two whatever's coming together for the same purpose, the same cause. So I'm asking myself now, how is this connected to coronavirus? What is the message here? And you know what it is? It's telling us that we have to love each other. We have to love ourselves. We have to love each other. Coronavirus is making us, each one of us individually, more aware of the next person. When we cough, when we sneeze, when we wash our hands, if we do or if we don't, who has, who hasn't. It's, yes, that the focus is a little bit on the negative side, but it is making us more aware of our fellow man. Suddenly, I've seen groups of people rallying together to pray for others. We haven't done that before. We haven't really cared before. You know, yes, we have, but we haven't. Whereas now suddenly it's become quite real, and it's teaching us unconditional love. It's teaching us to love people regardless of their circumstances. Again, coronavirus doesn't judge. Coronavirus doesn't care whether you're rich or poor. It doesn't care if you're single or married. It doesn't care if you're male or female. It doesn't care. You know, if you are in the spot, in the area when the virus is around, it's going to grab onto you and it's going to hold onto you. And it's the community rallying together. It's the people coming together for the same cause, praying for each other, helping each other, and guiding each other. And I think I love that, actually. At first, when I saw the Lovers, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? But actually, that sounds pretty damn awesome. I quite like that. Coronavirus, in its own little sick way, is here to teach us unconditional love, how to love each other, how to love fellow man, and how to just be more aware. You know, when we talk about, you read all these things about washing your hands, and it's to protect yourself, but it's also to protect others. One comment that I've seen quite a lot is about the face masks. And they're saying you only wear the face mask if you are infected. So it's about being mindful of how you are negatively impacting on others and preventing that. So that is my little message on coronavirus. I'm actually quite enjoying that. I think that's quite fabulous. So friends, I'm now going to stick this card back into the deck. So we're now going to go into our pick a card. So on screen now you will have the image of all the cards that are available for you right now. Bundle 1, bundle 2, bundle 3. Clear your heart, clear your mind, clear your soul, clear everything. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a second and exhale it out. And ask yourself which of these bundles has the message that you need to hear today. Is it bundle 1, bundle 2, and bundle 3? And when you've got the bundle, when you know you've listened to your heart, you've listened to your soul, and when you know what bundle works for you, you can, if you're on YouTube, use the timestamps in the description box below to go straight to your bundle. If you're on my website, if you're on my blog, you can just scroll down. And I hope it's a good message for you, and I hope it gives you exactly the guidance, hope, and inspiration that you need in your life right now. We shall see you there. Right, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you've had a good week. Again, I'm going to say to you, if you didn't watch the intro, please go back. I actually did pulled one card on the coronavirus. So if you are interested, if it is something that intrigues you as to the question I was asking is, what is the coronavirus here to teach us? What is it here to do? What is its message? So go and have a look. That was quite interesting. But let's get straight into bundle 1 for now. You can go back and watch that afterwards. So today I'm going to be using my amazing, awesome Light Seers Tarot. I have used it quite a bit, but shame. I like it. I love it. It's awesome. And I know I say that about all my cards, but I really do like this one. And so we're going to start off with the tarot from the Light Seers. And then I'm also going to include one from this huge deck. And remember, this is the 2 decks that are joined, which is the Oracle decks that I'm going to be working with as well. All right, so let's take our tarot deck. Let's give it a shuffle. So we're asking all of you who chose bundle 1, what does Spirit need you to know? What is the message? What is the guidance that you need right now in your life? What is it that's important for you to know? Let the cards that we choose be exactly the cards that you need in your life right now, that bring you the message that you need. And so it is. Okay. We're going to take that card over there. We're going to take that card over there and that card over there. So we've got 3 cards. The first card, Temperance. Temperance is the card of balance. It's the card of balancing opposites in your life. If you have a look, there's the sun and the moon. You can see it creates a bit of a yin and yang energy in it. Yin and yang, listen to me, I'm using all the wrong words. Infinity, that's what I was looking for, okay? So the Temperance card is all about balancing the opposites in your life and realizing that we have to have light with dark. We can't just have light. We can't just have dark. It's all about having a little bit of that balance, all right? The second card we have is the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords, my understanding, my belief, my interpretation of it is slightly different from everybody else's. So most people see this as the card of theft and the card of taking what doesn't belong to you. I see it as the card of planning, because if you don't plan properly, you're going to fail. And if you want to take things, you need to plan it. You can't just say, okay, well, I want that, thank you very much. If you don't plan, you're going to get caught up and you're going to suffer the consequences. So I always like to see the positive in everything. So it's the planning card. And the next one we have, is the Death/Rebirth card. And I love, in this particular deck, you know, the fact that she's changed the wording to rebirth is exactly what the death card is. So nobody's dying. You're not dying. This is not the end of your world, okay? What it is, it's the end of you as we know it and the birth of the new you. So now let's look at all 3. I just want to get my order right. I'm never really good at holding the cards out. Okay, so we're starting off with Temperance. We've got the 7 of Swords and we've got the Death and the Rebirth card. So all of you who chose bundle 1, this is quite a strong message for you today. It's telling you that you need to find balance in your life. You are focusing or obsessing or putting too much attention and effort into just one area of your life and you are neglecting others. You need to understand that life is all about balance. You have to have equal parts of everything in order to be successful, happy, and content. You do need to plan for this, okay? You need to take what is rightfully yours. You need to grab what is owed to you, what is due to you, what the universe has got supplied for you. But you do need to plan. Don't just grab. Plan, strategize, think, speak, communicate, express, all of those kind of things in order to have the success. And finding this balance, having the success in your life is going to bring about a whole new rebirth of you. Because who you are right now is fabulous. There's nothing wrong with you. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are fabulous. But you could be better. Okay? As with any one of us. None of us are absolutely perfect. Each one of us could improve. Each one of us, our circumstances, our life, everything can improve. So the fact that we've got temperance on the outside and we've got the death/rebirth on that side, I honestly believe it's telling you that you have been stuck in a rut for too long now. And it's time that we shake things up to get the balance, to move on, to achieve the things we want to achieve so that we can ultimately come out of it a stronger, better, amazing person. So, love that. I'm now going to pick up this deck of 110 cards and we're going to give it a shuffle. And I just want just a little bit of added oomph, added extra, just because I like to do the tarot and the oracle. So we're giving them a shuffle and let's see what we get. Let's see what card comes through that confirms or applies to or adds to the message that we already have. Okay. So the green cards, these ones is the Animal Kingdom cards, and the black ones are the Speed of Light Oracle. So they are all completely jumbled up. And yep, I'm going for that one. We're going for an animal card, Animal Kingdom card, Sea Eagle. And at the bottom it says reconnection. See if I can get the camera to focus on it. All right. Sea Eagle reconnection. So it ties in perfectly, because if you look at the three cards that we had earlier on, it's basically saying that it's time to reconnect with self. It's time to reconnect with your purpose, time to reconnect with your life, and to ask yourself, am I moving in the right direction? Are there any changes to the plan that are needed in order for me to achieve whatever it is I need to? But change is definitely coming, change is definitely needed, and it's time that you reconnect and move on. So whatever it is that you've been pondering, whatever it is that you've been thinking, whatever's going on in your life at the moment, you're doubting something, you're questioning something, you're feeling a little bit apprehensive about something, and you're holding back in making the decision and moving forward. Take this as your sign. It's time. It's time to make that decision. It's time to make those changes, to bring the balance into your life, move forward. All right. Friends, with lots of love and blessings from me to you until we do this again next week. You take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. So if you didn't watch the intro, I'm again this week going to ask you to go back and to watch it, only if you're interested in the coronavirus. I drew a single card with the question of what is the purpose of the coronavirus? What is it here to teach us? What is it here to do? So I did that in the intro, and yeah, I was certainly quite surprised by the results. So if you are interested in understanding the purpose behind the coronavirus and what it's here to do for us as a humanity, go and read, go watch. Today I am using my Light Seers Tarot because I just love my Light Seers Tarot, and I'm also going to be including a card from the Oracle deck, which is the combination of the two Oracle decks that I used a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to be using that as well. So let's get straight into bundle 2. So we're shuffling the cards, and we're asking that the cards that we draw today be the cards that contain the exact message of guidance, hope, and inspiration that every single one of you watching right now need to hear. May it give you the hope, may it give you the upliftment and the guidance that you need in your life. And may it make sense? Let's include that for a change. All right, shuffled enough. So here we have the deck. I'm going to take that card, and that card. Let's see what we got. So the first one we have is the Knight of Pentacles. You know, this entire deck is truly, truly gorgeous. The images are so beautiful, but this one really in particular. I'm an absolute lover of mandalas, and, you know, everywhere he's going, he's just leaving a trail of these gorgeous mandalas. So the Knight of Pentacles has got to do with our finances. Pentacles have got to do with our material possessions. He has awesome material possessions. I mean, look at his horse. His horse is absolutely gorgeous. And I know the horse is not a material possession, but you know what I mean. You know, he has the horse. It is adorned with the most beautiful stuff. everywhere he goes. But he's not riding the horse. He's not abusing the horse. The horse is his companion. It's his friend. But there is movement. There's definitely progress on the journey of life. So that is our Knight of Cups, Pentacles, sorry. Connected to that now, our second card is the Emperor. I love the Emperor. I just love the energy that he gives off. You know, he's just so confident. He's just so sure of himself. He doesn't need anybody's validation. He's just comfortable in who he is. But he is playing the game. There he's holding the chess piece, okay? He is playing the game. He's not here just for show. He means business, all right? He's also quite emotionless. He's not allowing emotion to get in the way. He's being quite confident and quite sure of himself. Okay. And the third card we have is the Star. And there she's holding on to the Star of Hope. There she's holding on to the glimmer of hope up there. Can you see I can't draw backwards. There's the string that she's holding on to. All right. So let's look at the three cards and to see and to try and understand the message that we have from these three cards. Okay, so the first card we have here is the card telling you with regards to your finances, with regards to your material possessions, with regards to what's going on in your life at the moment. There's definitely progress. We are now into the middle of March. Oh, by the way, Friday the 13th, ding, 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 just remembered that that's today. So we're in the middle of March. We are moving on. We're 3 months into the year already. There has been progress, and I think you need to stop and notice. You need to stop and actually give yourself a pat on the back and say, hey, I have achieved stuff this year. So whoever you are watching this right now, if you chose Bundle 2, please take a minute, pause this video if you need to, but stop and recognize and see how much progress you have made, not just on the material sense, even though this card is all about the material. When I look at those two cards, I think it's more got to do with spiritual. It's got more to do with life purpose. But you have made progress. You are making progress. The progress hasn't stopped. It is continuing, and you are actually doing incredibly well. And you are leaving a trail of glitter wherever you go, which is just truly fabulous. The Emperor is telling you that it's also time to take a bit more control, okay, on your journey. Don't just go every day and see what happens. You need to be a little bit more direct, a little bit more forceful. You need to play the game. Use the chess piece there. Be a little bit more involved and in the decision making as to your next step. Don't just go with the flow. Be part of the planning, be part of the strategy, be part of all of that. But it's definitely time to make things happen. And hold on to hope, because, you know, life is difficult at the moment. It really is. It's difficult. Never mind just coronavirus, and never mind that life itself is really tough and really hard at the moment, and everybody's suffering. And this is saying to you that you are making progress. You are achieving. You are going places. You need to be a little bit more in control. You need to be a little bit more assertive with what you're doing. But this card, and this is the one I really want to hold hope onto, and it is the Star. And it doesn't matter what's going on around her. She has hope for her future, for herself, for where she is, who she is, what she is, and why she is. So hold on to that hope. It is difficult. It is a long, difficult journey, but you are doing okay. And I think you've come into middle of March, and you need to realize and recognize and acknowledge how much you've actually accomplished. So I'm going to leave those there. And I'm now going to pick up this deck. So the green bluey color is the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards, and then the black ones are the Speed of Light. So they are two decks that are completely intermingled, 110 cards in total. So we're going to shuffle, and let's see what card we get that sort of adds to what we already have, explains the message, adds to it, or just gives us a little bit more insight. Let's see what we get from this Oracle deck, or these Oracle decks, because there's the two. Whoopsie, one flipped over. Okay, and let's just put them together. Oh, we're getting another animal card. I had an animal card for the last one. So for you, you have got Spirit Dragon, and the message at the bottom is heightened energy. So that makes sense, because, you know, the journey that you're on, obviously you are feeling very sensitive to environments, sensitive to what's going on around you. And I say that because we have the Emperor, and he's all about no emotion. He's all about not getting emotionally involved. He makes decisions with logic. He makes decisions with practicalities. He doesn't do things based on emotion. And the fact that after that one we had the Star, remember that's now the card of hope. So if you are feeling or suffering from heightened emotions, if you are feeling Spirit Dragon, things might be a little bit all over the place for you at the moment. Things might be a little bit like chaotic, and you're not quite sure which way is up, which way do I go? So Spirit Dragon is basically saying to you that your energies are heightened. You are probably overly sensitive to things that are happening around you at the moment, and know that it's going to be okay, because you've got the star. You've got the star of hope telling you that everything is going to be okay. All right, so friends, those of you who chose bundle 2, I do hope that that was a good message for you, and I do hope it gives you exactly the inspiration and the guidance and the hope that you need in your life right now. Until we do this again next week, you take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. If you haven't watched the intro, please go back and do watch it. If you're interested in the coronavirus, I did do a little short reading just to understand why we have coronavirus. What is it here to do? What is its function? What is its purpose? And it was quite interesting, the result that we got, and I did that in the intro. So please do watch the intro, and you can maybe go back and watch it after this. You don't have to watch it before. But if you are interested in understanding why we have coronavirus in our lives right now, you can go back and watch that. So let's get straight into your reading for all of you who chose bundle 3. So today I am using my wonderful, amazing, awesome Light Seers Tarot, and I am partnering it with an oracle deck, which I will show you just now. So let's get straight into it. Let's shuffle the cards. And as we're shuffling the cards, we're asking that the cards that we draw be exactly the message that every single one of you who chose bundle 3 needs to hear. May it be a message of love, of hope, of inspiration and guidance. May it give you the answers that you are looking for in your life right now. And may it just be perfect for you. Right, and so it is. Shuffle complete. We're taking one card right from the beginning, one from the middle, and that one over there. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Try and keep the cards on screen so you see that I'm not cheating. So the first card we have is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is such an interesting card, because here we have this lady sitting at the edge of a pool of water, a body of water, whatever it may be. There's a bit of a whirlpool taking place. She's taking all of these cups. They're actually singing bowls in this particular deck, but they're all empty. She's tipped them all out, and she's busy tipping out another one over there. But behind her, if I can get my hands to the right place, behind her there is another one that is still full. But she's feeling very disinterested. She's feeling very like blasé. She's feeling very like not connected, okay? And she doesn't have any inspiration, all right? So that's typically the message of that card. Let's see what else we've got. So with that, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And if you have a look at the 7 of Pentacles, he has planted this little tree. He's been nurturing it for such a long time. He's sending positive energy to it. He's like, he's sending all that energy through to it, and he's basically waiting for it to grow. So it's the card of patience, and it's the card of reward after patience. And then the last card we have, oh lovely, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is the card of being celebrated and acknowledged, okay? 6 of Wands, if you have a look here where my finger is, this line of white that you see there are people in the audience who are cheering her on. So she has just performed, and everybody's clapping and going crazy. We also have over here, we have the wreath that has been given to her. So she is the winner. She has been acknowledged for her efforts, for everything that she's done. And that's truly absolutely amazing. So let's now look at the 3 cards together to see what the message is. So individually, I've given you the individual messages. And now when we look at it collectively, it paints an incredibly different picture, because we've got the first card of boredom, of disinterest, of not really wanting to participate, of not really caring, not giving a damn, so to speak, okay? But then we've got the card of patience, the card of, you know what, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Your patience will be rewarded, and there is the reward, like bam. So all of you who chose bundle 3, this is clearly how you're feeling about life at the moment. You know, one of the things that's come through so strongly in each of my sessions and readings this week is how tough life is at the moment. You know, nobody is having it easy. Nobody is finding life just simple, easy, and uncomplicated. We're all struggling. We're all struggling in so many different ways. And you know what? I think if we as a collective, if we recognize that everybody's going through something, it makes you feel a bit easier for yourself when you know that it's not just you. And I think this is what this is everybody seems to, everybody seems to think that they're the only ones that are suffering. So they don't want to really burden other people with their worries. They don't want to burden other people with their struggles, with their difficulties, with their challenges. They'd rather just deal with it themselves. And when we do that, we stop participating. We actually just give up and we stop participating. And that is the mistake, and that is the problem. So what we're doing here is we're saying, yes, we have challenges, we have struggles, we have difficulties. Life is not always so easy. We're a little bit bored, we're a little bit like, not interested. But we need to just keep going. We need to keep watering the plant. We need to keep nurturing the plant. We need to keep, picking out the dirty, taking off the rotten leaves or whatever the case might be, pruning the plant, sending it love and energy, watering it and taking care of it, because it's getting close to bearing fruit. It's getting close to bringing us the rewards that we're looking for. And finally, success and victory will be yours. So that's quite short, that's quite sweet, that's quite potent, okay? I'm going to leave those 3 here in front of me. And I'm taking this pile of Oracle that I have. And if you remember from a couple of weeks ago, it's a new deck I got. There's 2 decks in here. So the black one is the Speed of Light Oracle, and the bluey greeny color is the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. So it's a pack of 110. It's quite a lot to shuffle, but let's see how it wants to add to the message. Let's see how it wants to add to the message that we have already got. So we're going to give them a good shuffle, put them together, neaten up the sides, and that one. Right. Stag energy. Stag is telling you lost, help, guide, path, and finally at the bottom here, discouraged. And you know what? So it does. It ties in very nicely with this card, doesn't it? That's how you're feeling at the moment. You're feeling like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? Why do I even have to bother? Why do I even have to do this? Like, what's the point, really? So, see, wrong one. So we are feeling lost. We are feeling like, you know what, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing anything. So these 2 cards really tie in quite nicely with the message. But what is important is we need to just carry on, okay? It doesn't matter how you're feeling. It doesn't matter if you're feeling lost. It doesn't matter if you're feeling a little bit, apprehensive about life in general, feeling like it's just not worth it. You need to just keep going, because you are so close. You are so close to achieving the success and the rewards that you are looking for. And if you gave up now, it would be really too soon, okay? So don't. Keep going. Keep persevering, because that success is definitely going to come through for you, and everybody is going to be cheering you on. It's not just little success, it's huge. So even if you're feeling a little bit lost, even if you're feeling like, I'm bored, I'm irritated, I just don't want to be doing this anymore, stick it out. Stick it out, please. Hold out for just another couple of days and see what comes up, see what transpires for you. Giving up too soon is the mistake. We need to persist. So even if you're feeling, you need to pick it up again, even if you are feeling a little bit like a stag, a little bit lost, like you need a little bit of help, you're a little bit discouraged, it's okay. Somebody is watching, somebody is there. Patience will pay off, and there will be success for you. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, I do hope that was a good message for you. I do hope that there was something in there that gives you guidance, hope, and inspiration for your future. And until we do this again next week, you take care.